Alright, what's up everybody? Welcome back here to the NSL Season 3 Lower Bracket Finals. It's Game 3 between 5 and Kyo and Zephyr Dota. Thanks for joining us here on Beyond the Summit. My name is Mott, and we just witnessed a great game. A fantastic game even, honestly. Zephyr Dota playing out of their mind to bring it back to, of course, have a 2-0 lead in this series. 5 and QO, they had a great lead, almost 10,000, 12,000 at some points of the game in gold, and they just could not finish the job. They got a couple tier 3s, but no Raxes were taken. Zephyr came through. They came back on the backside of Corey, who just carried his team so strongly with Blitz on that Blink Dagger play, so strong as well. And the rest of the team just playing out of their minds as well. So, right now, for 5 and QO, they're down 2 games. They got to get back into this. They need 3 wins to secure the victory and, of course, move on to the grand finals to play up against EOT Hammer. Zephyr, they're 1 win away. 1 win away just to go back and face EOT once again, the team that shut them down and took them out to the lower bracket. So, Zephyr, I'm excited to see what they can pull out this game, but 5 and QO, they've got their work cut out for them. They've got to have a great draft to start things off, and they have to have just solid play as well. And even though they had really good early game, they just couldn't finish the game fast enough. Their game was just, it was focused so much around the mid stages of the game with, of course, the Templar Assassin coming online, the Slark coming online, the Chen pushing towers. They took towers quickly. They took fights quickly. But all of a sudden, the lead just became not enough. And Zephyr, they capitalized on it by picking, getting Corey, that lifestealer, and having him farm for days, and then get a couple kills, and then just be in a really good position. Now, 5 and QO, they go for a mid to late game carry option with the Luna, and they pick up the Enchantress, another strong hero. A good start to the draft, but Zephyr go ahead and pick up the Slark. This time maybe focusing on the early game and the mid game, rather than, of course, bring it to a 40-minute game like we saw in that previous bout, if you will. So, couple bans coming out right now, including the Marana, as well as the Venomancer, Nyx Assassin on the other side with the Bristleback, as well as the Doom. So, what's funny, actually, about this is that the first and the second drafts were so fast, I hardly had any time to talk about the picks once it got into, like, the 4th and 5th pick. So, this time around, it's taking a bit longer, and that's good, actually. I'm glad that this is a little bit more elongated. That way we could just discuss the picks a bit more. They're not rushing through anything. Not that they were in the first place. They might have had just a strategy and they wanted to run with it. But this time around, they're actually playing to the strength of their team and trying to find the weaknesses in the opposing team, which is exactly what you want to do in a draft, and especially in Dota. So, Storm Spirit comes out from 5 and QO. Their lineup right now, not necessarily greedy, but it kind of is to a certain extent, because you have an Enchantress farming the jungle, you have a Luna trying to get farm in lane, you have a Storm Spirit trying to farm mid. Storm Spirit's a great ganker, but he needs to get some items to, be very effective, and depending on who he's versing, you could have a rough time. And what's important to note is that Outworld Devourer hasn't been banned out, and Zephyr could pick that up right now and be fine against the Storm, and in fact, fine against a lot of those heroes. They do have high int pools, though, so maybe they don't want to go down that route, because Storm, he's got a lot of mana, Enchantress, a lot of mana, a lot of int, all that stuff. Luna to a certain extent as well, so maybe not. 5 and Kyo did ban out the DK. They know Blitz loves playing that hero. It's actually funny to see Storm Spirit not played by Blitz, and I was gonna talk about that during the drafts and during the game, but I never got really to it. So the fact that we see a Storm Spirit not by Blitz, kind of interesting. But nonetheless, there's 1 minute and 30 seconds left here on reserve time for Zephyr Dota. They need some supports as well as maybe mid lane, because Timbersaw was played by Bambo in that last game in the off lane. He had a rough time at the start, kind of got shut down, but he got back into it, and he had so many aggressive plays, just really good stuff. They'll go for the CM again. First game was played by Purge, second game by Aosin. Both times really, really well played, I think, all around. 5 and QO, they've been on point. QO played a great Templar Assassin game last game. Sagan had a lot of great pickoffs on that Slark, but kind of got caught out a lot at the end. Cynical, good Chen player. Hand of God, mech were on point as well. FFX, nice disruptions as well. And he actually has an avatar from Frozen.
10 seconds.
And if you haven't seen this movie, I highly recommend it. Really good movie. Really good stuff. Seriously. Great music. If you enjoyed any of the following, Lion King, Aladdin, Little Mermaid, Tangled, you'll probably like that movie. And by probably, I mean I guarantee it. So, God, why am I advertising a movie during a cast? Either way, good movie. Go check it out. Alright, 1 minute and 20 seconds left here for 5 and QO to pick something up. And, yeah, I mean, they need a support. They're going to go for Rubik. They're going to go for Rubik. My problem with Rubik, and especially with an Enchantress, is that, you have a Rubik, and that telekinesis is really nice. And I guess it works well with Lucent Beam, but if they had like no other like stuns to follow that up with, I'd say maybe it was kind of an interesting pickup. But the problem with Rubik is that he doesn't do that much early on. It's not like a Vengeful Spirit that has a stun. It's not like a Crystal Maiden that has Frostbite and Crystal Nova, and even the Arcane Aura. It's not like, let's say, a Shadow Demon even has Disruption and Soul Catcher. He's only got, obviously, the Telekinesis and the Fade Bolt, which is nice, but I feel like if you get caught in a position, you could kill him pretty easily. Even if you have a good Telekinesis, it doesn't always guarantee a kill. It's a really good ability. Telekinesis is one of the best in the game, but I'm not sure how it works in this lineup. Batrider comes out for Zephyr, and that's interesting. That's very interesting, because he could do well, I think, against the Storm Spirit. If he does go mid. I know Sexy Bamboo has played him in the offlane before. They could still do Timbersaw mid, and that would be fine. Let's see, am I thinking?
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I think Batrider should do just fine against the Storm. Actually, maybe it's a little even, a little more even than I think it. Now that I think about it, so.
Radiant team ban.
So a couple more bans coming through. Visage, the last ban from 5 and Q on the Wind Ranger on the side of Zephyr. They're sick of those Light of Heaven shackle shots coming out from Anarchy in that last game. Who in the early stages of the game, he had a couple of them, so props to him. But one more hero for each side. And I need to pick up maybe an offlane hero for 5 and QO right now. Bristleback not available, nor is Nyx Assassin, nor is Timbersaw. They go for the Clockwork, the old standby, a hero that's seen a lot of play in the last two patches, last couple of patches even. And you just go back to TI3 when that hero was dominant, for good reason. So I think if there's any lineup that can get 5 and QO back into this game, I think it's this one. It's punishable early, especially because Luna takes a bit of time to get online, Storm Spirit as well. Enchantress can do okay, same with the Clockwork, but I think that with Slark, with Timbersaw, even with Batrider, especially with the Sand King, Zephyr have a very early game punishing lineup here, and we'll see if they can take it to 5 and QO and secure an early advantage and maybe even to a third victory. So with game number 3, it's all on the line here for 5 and QO. They've got to take this game, otherwise they're donezo. For Zephyr, they take this game, they move on. And we'll see what they can accomplish here. For Zephyr, on the Radiant side, Blitz is going to be on that Timbersaw. He's going to be going mid lane right now on that mid lane Timber. Exciting stuff there. We saw him that first game. He did really well with it. We'll see if he can do again. Purge on the Crystal Maiden this time around. Once again, like it was in the first game. Eosin on the Sand King. God, I love this hero. Corey will be on the Slark. A hero that doesn't necessarily suit his right-clicking and getting last hits kind of ability, but still a good hero nonetheless for him. And up at that top lane, off-lane Batrider for Sexy Bamboo. Gonna skill up that Firefly first, take down these trees, make sure he's got complete vision into the jungle here. I like it a lot. On the side of 5 and QO, Sakura will be on the Luna heading into that top lane, safe lane farm with the help of FFX on the Rubik, who played in the first game. Played really well on that hero as well, and he's got that nice little set too.
30 seconds to battle.
Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Cynical will be on the Enchantress. Has that smoke, obviously, like we saw with him on the Chen last time around, and we'll see maybe some early pushes come out from that hero. Mid lane, we'll see QO playing the Storm Spirit this time around. And bottom lane, Anarchy, Clockwork. Eosin, Burrow Strike in. He's going to Cogs maybe. Frostbite's going to go pounce in. Anarchy's going to go down to first blood right now. It looks like he's taking a lot of right-click damage. Gets pushed away. Purge grabs the last hit to get first blood going through. And on top of that, Eosin's like, thank you, Base Ice Fog. I will take that Invis Rune. Yes, thank you very much. So already on the board is Zephyr. They get first blood for Purge, a nice pickup. The assist gold going the way of Corey, good stuff there, as well as the assist gold going to Eosin. He could have gotten that last hit for Corey, but he got hit by the Cogs just at the last second there. So it is first blood, but it's not the end of the world if you're 5 and Q. You just got to get your mindset back into, of course. Just get your mindset right, essentially, is what I'm trying to say. QO taking some right-click damage here, but Blitz as well. Eosin and Viz, but there is a Sentry Ward here right now. Oh, man. The balls to put a Sentry Ward on mid. Eosin's going to get right-click. They know they have a Sentry now. It's actually kind of funny, but Eosin will probably back and head down bottom and continue to help farm and pull for Corey here in this bottom lane. But already, Timbersaw, Blitz having a pretty big impact with 4 last hits, of course. Slark the same, and Luna in the top lane as well. So Sagan going for that early Lunar Blessing. No surprise there. You always get that at level 1. Probably get the Lucent Beams next as well. But being zoned is Bamboo, and this is troublesome. He has boots, and that's nice, but FFX is ready to just jump on him at any point in time. He's level 2 already. He's got Telekinesis and Fable ready to go. But you look at what Anarchy is doing. He's trying to push these creep waves back. He's still at level 1, as you can see, as well. But, I mean, I think the Slark should get free farm at this point, but the problem is, so is the Luna, and the Luna is going to be the target of many ganks, and they have to be aware of that. So right around 5, 6, maybe even 7 minutes, we'll see a couple of ganks head up to Sagan's lane and try to take her down as quickly as possible, but it might be tough to accomplish that. So QO, no talisman, going to try to get a quick bottle. Blitz already has his, and this is the story of Blitz, and we've seen it thus far throughout pretty much the entire 3 game series. Just get early GG branches, 1 tango shared, pooled from another hero, and then just get your bottle as quickly as possible. So Enchantress is going to have a good time, has a Satyr or a Tormentor, and you can just kind of stack camps and use the Shockwave, a little known fact, to take down big stacks, big stacks. So she's not going to be doing that. She already has some nice creeps to help her out in the farming situation, but for right now, actually leading the way for the most part. Oh, Kiwo actually going in, Blitz doing a pull, doing a little bit of damage as well, but Blitz, I mean, Blitz knows what Kiwo is going to be thinking about doing. I mean, he's played that hero so much, I feel like he's aware of what he can what can happen to him in that lane. So he will play a little bit cautiously when he needs to and aggressively when he's got the abilities up and ready to go. He does have 2 points in the reactive armor, standard stuff for mid lane Timbersaw. Sexy Bamboo just going to jungle right now in the opposing team jungle, just try to take down, of course, this stack.
Tower is under attack.
Fadebolt actually taking a lot of the gold there is FX, so. But Sagan is getting some decent farm. 19 last hits, though, coming out for the Enchantress. Cynical doing a very nice job as well. Already up to 800 gold. Mid lane, QO, fighting for last hit supremacy. Sitting on 15 right now, as you can see. Not too far behind his Blitz with 11, but not necessarily losing the lane. Just doesn't have the most last hits right now. Down to that bottom lane, Purge is just trying to zone out the Clockwork as much as possible, and Anarchy cannot get a whole lot done here. You look at Bamboo, he's already 3, Anarchy still 2, and they can jump on him again if he gets caught out of position. He knows this. That's why he's got to have to back off. And many Clockwork offlane players know this feeling, is when you get zoned out so much, even if you have cogs, even if you have boots, it's not going to save you if you get jumped on with Frostbite, with what have you, a Burrow Strike as well. That's a lot of killing potential. Aosin's been jungling. He's got up to level 3 already, just with Sandstorm alone, and of course his Burrow Strike. So, I like this. Sexy Bamboo, able to grab a couple last hits using that Firefly. Cynical still farming away. And once again, we're in for an early game farming scenario, it looks like, for both sides. And that's not a bad thing, but it does benefit Sagan a bit more, right? Just because he requires more farm, obviously, and he does more with it than perhaps a Slark would. The Storm Spirit's done a nice job as well. You can see QO is having a very good time in this lane. Hastrun is up for Blitz, and he's going down for that bottom regen. He's level 4 right now. His last hits are sitting right now at 17, so he's still losing the lane a bit, but not by much, at least in terms of CS. Heading back home is Bamboo. He's actually going to think about going to the jungle right now. He's going to TP back top. He actually has 1,000 gold in the bank. This could be a very quick blink dagger with the way things are going for him, and I'm surprised he's getting such good farm in this offlane. I mean, that's the thing. Anarchy's not getting a whole lot done here in this bottom lane, and you have to rely on your flare, and he may even skill it up to level 2 at some point, but Purge is coming in, maybe looking for a Frostbite, gonna Crystal Nova, and just push him back a little bit more. All the while, Aosin continues to jungle using a Sandstorm, and he's already level 4, and this is how he's gonna get his farm. He's already got boots and 400 gold in the bank. He'll get his Arcanes pretty soon, too, if he continues to do this, but he's gonna bring out another cell first. Anarchy is in not the best position. Aosin maybe knows that he's there. They have this Radiant Ward. He's going to look for that bottom rune maybe, or just roam mid. I'm not sure what he's doing. He's backing off. He's realized he's in a little too deep, and he could actually Burrow Strike from the low ground if Aosin wanted to, but he decides against it. Up at that top lane, they're thinking about diving here on Bamboo. He just says, nope. I'm just going to take this creep wave, and you're not going to do anything to me. He's already level 5. You look at the Clockwork. Clockwork should be level 3, and he is. QO sitting at level 6 right now. Ball lighting up and ready to go. What about Blitz? Blitz has just been farming the jungle right now, and that's fine. He can't really contest the farm of the Storm Spirit in lane right now. He realizes this until he gets a couple levels, including Chakram. He's very close to it, in fact. Midas done for Corey at 538. He does it again. He's got 35 last hits. Might as well go for a Midas, he says. Let me pop this salve real quick. He's level 6 already, and a lot of this is because his supports have been out of lane. Warding, roaming around. You can jungle with the CM. You can jungle with Aosin up on that Sand King. They're just getting more out of the map right now. You do have an Enchantress on the other side of things, but what is FFX doing right now? He is pulling, to be fair, so he's getting something as well. And in fact, his higher level, I think, in terms of levels compared to Purge, I'm not 100% sure about that. Yeah, he's got a 1 level advantage on him, but they're still getting more off this map right now. Sagan, treads are up, not going for a Midas, just picks up the treads first. Corey will have his, and not too long from now, he's going to have his boots first, but the Midas is going to help out And it's surprising that he picks up a Midas, especially on such an early game hero, but I guess I don't mind it. Chakram comes through, and now Quo, he's got to be careful about this. This is really where the lane starts to go in Blitz's favor. But Ball Lightning, going to do some damage to Blitz. He arcanes real quick. He's got, of course, his bottle as well with 1 charge left. Smoke gank from Cynical. Maybe going to try to pick somebody off in the jungle. It probably would be Blitz, but it's going to be tough because he needs Centaur Conqueror Stomp to follow up right after the Ensnare. Except he's only got the Conqueror and a Seder Tormentor, so no Ensnare available. Down bottom, looking for Anarchy. Frostbite might go in just a second. They decide not to chase, not to dive. That could have been disastrous. They realize and they back themselves off from that gank. Blitz taking a little bit more harass. Oh, in a lot of trouble here. Emphasis damage is enough. Blitz will fall. Nice gank coming through, and I thought they would need a lot more than that, but with the help of Quo and the Electric Vortex, they get an easy kill. Just like that. Just easy. And Blitz going down, that's not what they want at the start of the game. He was farming pretty effectively, but that's going to be a pretty big hindrance
middle tower is under
come a
attack.
couple minutes from now. Taking the mid lane farm, or at least experience, is going to be Purge, realizing that he's not in lane. He won't be in lane for at least another 5 seconds, so he'll get some. Top lane, Bambo's not here right now. He was actually farming the jungle, I believe. Let's see. Almost got his Blink Dagger. It might be one of those 9-minute Blink Daggers that we're accustomed to seeing. I think one of the fastest ones was Quickfoot getting it at like 7 or 8 minutes or something along those lines, but he's still doing very well for himself up in this top lane, and Bambo is very comfortable on his hero. Down bottom, diving. They get a kill on Clockwork. I just catch the tail end of it, but Core picks it up. That'll help out his farm a lot. He's going to get his treads done now, and, well, what can you say about his ability to not only farm, but to kill? Lucent Beam on 60 Bambo. Sagan going for Helm of the Dominator, picks up the Helm of Iron Will first, and that's going to help his farm a lot. Why get Midas when you have the Helm of the Dominator? You can stack Ancient Camps.
Dire's middle tower is under
I'm being
attack.
facetious, obviously. Don't. It's a hypothetical question. Don't. My apologies. I'm not sure how long the stream's been offline, but we're back. It happens from time to time. QO going after Blitz right now. There's the Electric Vortex. Ball Lightning's away. Blitz trying to get out. Very low. QO out of mana now. Blitz can turn on this. Aosin, Burrow Strike in. QO is going to get shocked from the high ground. He goes down. Nice TP coming in from Aosin. While that's happening, they grab a kill on Bambo top, and he was so close to his Blink Dagger. And of course, now he's just a little bit further away. So nice gank going on both sides here. And I really do apologize for dropping the stream. I'm not sure how long it's been offline for. I really do apologize. It's just been something that's happened from time to time. But we're back live, and hopefully you guys weren't missing me too long. So, Corey with that Hand of Midas and his treads done now. Feeling very, very comfortable about his farm right now. 64 CS. Blitz died once, but helps get a kill with the help of Aosin on the Storm Spirit. So, 1 against 1, I guess, right now in this mid lane. QO trying to get probably towards that Orc Malevolence. Just going for the Robe of the Magi as of right now. Smoke Gang coming through from FFX and Cynical. They're going to try to pick off a kill here. Blitz might get roamed down, but he's got the help of Purge. Almost called him Furge. Purge is here to Frostbite if necessary. Ball Lightning initiation. Purge is going to roam through right now, but Telekinesis is going to go as well. Crystal Nova Blitz about to fall and will. Enchantress picks up the kill. QO taking some tower hits, but he's fine. Blink Dagger now done for Bambo. And just like that, 9 minutes. About 10 minutes Blink Dagger timing. Not bad considering he was ganked. Had he not been ganked, that's a bit earlier, so.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is
so
under
Invis
attack.
Rune picked up by Quo here. Yeah, and he's going to go for that Orchid. He has that Quarterstaff next. And yeah, that's just your standard item choice for a Storm Spirit player. So Sagan up in that top lane. He's finished up his Helm of the Dom. His net worth might be higher than that of, no, Corey has the lead, I guess, just because that Midas does cost a bit of money. Frostbite on that poor creep. And this is what I love about, oh, just kidding. Quo's actually going in for the gank. Purge falls so quickly. And once again, the early game seems to be going the way of Quo and 5 and Q right now. So they will try to push this back with Blitz here. They're not taking towers, that's the difference. Albeit it's 10 minutes in, so might be a little bit earlier for that. I'm not sure. Corey will probably start roaming in a couple of moments here once he gets maybe his first big item. He's going to go for a Ring of Health. I'm not sure what into, but Bambo and Aosin smoked up. Aosin does have Epicenter. They're both level 6 right now. They at least have their level 6s. So, who can they find? They're thinking about going on the Clockwork here. Anarchy is alone, and he may very well be dead here. Yeah, the Blink Lasso is about to come, I think, for sure. Yep, Bambo shows himself. Blink Lasso goes. The Firefly's on the ground right now. Brostrike may go in just a second. Dark Pact securing the kill for Corey. Nice pick up there. TP mid by the time that's happening. Quo maybe looking to go in and just trying to fight here real quick. Ball lightning in, looking for blitz. Gonna go even further. Timber Chain not able to get off. Now, Chakram going, it was stolen. A lot of damage. Impetus is going through. Corey is here, ready to go. Trying to find FFX, taking a lot of that damage. Quo taking damage as well. There's the Nature's Attendants. Corey has to back off now, getting slowed up. Impetus damage. Aosin, Bro Strike, onto 2. Blink, there's the Firefly. Excuse me. Blade Break, Cynical, Frostbite goes, Aosin, Battery Assault going through, no Bro Strike, no mana. They get the kill on Purge. They're all dying. Double kill for Cynical right now. It's all turning horribly for Zephyr. 5 and Q running train on this mid lane right now. And they're about to take a tower on top of that. All while that's happening, Sagan's farming away, and it's looking very strong for Team 5 and Q here early on in this game once again.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
They're pinging on this top tower. They want to try to defend it, but I'm not sure. They can't really get this kill on Sagan. They will get the farm. That's going to be going to Corey. And, I'm not sure what that Perseverance is building into. Let me think about it for a second. As I look at my handy dandy item chart here. None of these are particularly appealing. Maybe a Lincoln Sphere build for a Slark. I don't see him going Battle Fury. That'd be ridiculous. But who knows? I'm not quite sure. Lincoln Sphere may be the choice. I guess against the Storm Spirit it makes sense. So Corey will get that as a defensive item, but while that's all happening, I missed a kill on the mid lane on the Storm Spirit. Much needed. FFX maybe in trouble. Timber Chain coming through. Blitz wants to be aggressive right now. Telekinesis. Bamboo, no lasso, but it doesn't matter. Double kill for Blitz coming through with a Chakram. And back and forth we go with these trades. It just keeps happening. Luna coming through with that Lucent Beam out of Aosin. He'll back off. He's got boots right now. Almost at his Blink Dagger. Just going to forego Arcanes altogether because you know about that change with the Blink Dagger. No mana cost anymore. Huge change. Down bottom, Anarchy getting some room to farm. Finally getting up to level 7 here. He's going to TP what seems to be back home. Doesn't want to get ganked by Corey. And what's on the courier right now? Nothing, in fact. So Corey just sitting at about 400 gold. Finishes up a poor man's shield. So his first tier of items are pretty much done. Now it's it all comes down to what he wants to build next, and I'm still thinking that it's going to be that Lincoln Sphere, so we'll see if he builds that Ultimate Orb next, and that'll probably be his next item. So Quo, he's got one Oblivion Staff done. His Orchid timing should be pretty on point. I mean, it'll about be 16 or 17, assuming everything goes extraordinarily well. 18 is probably more likely.
Tower is under attack.
Chakram coming through, trying to push this push back.
Radiant structures
Fortification.
are
They can fight again once Lasso's up, and it is in 13 seconds. They're going to try to maybe wait for that. Bamboo can TP mid. He has that ready to go. Blink is now done for Aosin as well, so the Blinks are online. So for that one period of time, they didn't have those items. Maybe it was a bit of an issue, but now they have it. They can win these fights easily. But Quo is going to go ahead and just try to fly on Blitz here. Maybe some TP's in. Timber Chain coming through. Lasso going on Quo. He's in trouble. Chakram coming through. Willing Death might be enough. They don't even need it. They've got the Flame Break. Cynical trying to do some work on Sexy Bamboo. Cynical gonna get pounced by Corey. Bamboo still alive, but just barely. Will he fall? He's of course got that urn on him. Now, Epi, will he get charged? He's got no mana for it. Bro Strike went through already. Double kill. There's the Eclipse. Corey still low. He'll survive. Aosin trying to get out of there. Bro Strike in 2 seconds. FX is gonna fall. It's a team wipe. Going for the way of Zephyr. Blitz double kill. Going absolutely ham in that engagement. Burrow Strikes a plenty coming out from Aosin, and Corey manning up. And all of a sudden, what looked to be a huge lead for 5 and Q early on in this game has now turned to Zephyr. Oh boy. Oh boy. Can you camera please? Alright, 1,000 gold lead now coming out from Zephyr, and 2,000 experience lead as well. The point booster now completed for Timbersaw. Gonna get to that Bloodstone as soon as possible. And we'll see how long that takes. Oop, I lagged there a little bit. Up at the top lane, Corey continue to farm. Yep, it is the Ultimate Orb, so it is going to be that Lincoln Sphere like we predicted. No real shocker there. Quo gets that mid-tier 1 tower. He doesn't get the last hit on it, but he's still happy nonetheless. The big thing is if 5 and Q, if Quo can farm up this Orc and Malevolence, I think this game changes drastically. You see what FFX and the rest of 5 and Q are doing bottom as well, and also don't count out this Luna's farm. Is pretty good with the Yasha already. They're feeling pretty significantly happy about Sagan's farm right now. They could get into a Manta style after that, go for a Butterfly, maybe even go for a Satanic, but they want to try to defend this. Bamboo, Blink Lasso is available. On the other side of things, Corey's here as well. Can they try to turn on this? I'm not sure. It's 4 versus 3. Hook shot in. Big fight going through. Burrow Strike out. Bamboo in trouble. Can't get out. Firefly already used. Big pickup for 5 and Q. TP coming through. More heroes going into fight. Bamboo will be here in a second. Anarchy. Leap. Dark Pack doing so much damage. Seigun cannot afford to go down here. Epicenter is going to go. Double kill for Aosin with that Epicenter. The Brostrick as well helping out in that scenario. 3 down again. And I think Bambo bought back just to be in that fight and ready to go once again, but not necessary, not that it matters. I admire his courage. Wants to get back in the action. Now we'll see if Aosin actually picks up those arcanes. He's close to it. With this tower, he'll probably have the arcanes right now. Cynical wasn't there to fight, it seems. Almost at the Aghanim Scepter. Not too far away from it, actually. Blitz Timber Chain coming through. Right-clicking on this tower now. Aosin and Corey doing work as well. 5 and Q look like they want to just try to run down this lane and maybe do something. Lincoln's now done for Corey. And Quo getting closer and closer to that Orchid, and that's really the big item you got to look out for 5 and Q. They've got a lot of fight potential, especially with that Orchid up and online. Cynical, on the other hand, another item that's important. Like I talked about, that Aghanim Scepter. You get that item, that's a lot of damage coming through. But Blitz is very, very close to that Bloodstone. In fact, he's just a Perseverance away. If he can finish that off, which he's very close to, yeah, he's going to be a bit more tankier. He's going to have that mana regeneration as well. Seigun now taking this Ancient stack with the help of his team, and that's something he needed, especially after that last death. What's more important to note is that he's not going for a BKB, which is surprising to me. It's a pretty necessary item on that hero. Maybe just go for a casual Yasha first into the BKB? No Manta? I'm not sure. Quo, that Robe of the Magi completed. Still getting closer. It's Orchid Watch, ladies and gentlemen. That's what it is right now. Orchid Watch 2014. 18 minutes in, still no Orchid. We'll check back in a little while. For now, though, Aosin, get your arcane boots! I really, they might not be 100% necessary, but I'd like to see arcanes. I'm just saying. It would be nice. I guess he has Arcane Aura, and that's fine. He's going to get more mana through whatever item he builds, maybe like an Aghanim's or even a Veil. So I guess you don't have to get it, but I would prefer to see it, just because it helps the rest of the team. First man is always a good thing to have. Considering Blitz is going to lose his Arcanes in just a couple of moments as soon as the courier gets there. So that's the Bloodstone done, as you can clearly see. Some nice little microing there. Grabs it. Bambo's ready to jump on whoever is around as well, but... Okay, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Go for that Ogre Club. You've got that Yasha. Casual Yasha, Ogre Club into the BKB is probably a better idea. Anarchy has got really nothing to his name other than Treads and, of course, the bottle. Yeah, Stout Shield. Top lane, Quo. Well, we already know where he's going. And Cynical. 1 item away from that Aghanim Scepter. No mech this game, but I'm not sure it's necessary. Orchid's done at 19 minutes in. There it is. And now this fight, the game, and the fighting in general, just... The landscape has changed a little bit. What we saw a couple of minutes ago was... Zephyr had their items up. They were the first to get to their Tier 1 items. Now everyone is kind of getting their Tier 1 items. We'll see if Zephyr can get to their Tier 2 items next. Like maybe Bambo getting a 4-staff next would be good. Blitz getting maybe Boots of Travel next would be good. I don't know what Purge would be getting. Aosin is going for that Aghanim Scepter. So now, yeah, mana issues aren't going to be that much of a problem anymore because he has that point booster. And the Arcane Aura coming out, which is only level 1, but still pretty helpful. And Roshan, Cynical's trying to take this. And you can see of course, Untouchables doing a lot of work in that regard. And they don't seem to know this is happening, and that's kind of unfortunate. There is this Radiant Ward here, and the Centaur Conqueror's run on top of it, but Blitz is going to run in, try to take down this creep. They can't frostbite it, unfortunately. Purge isn't really in range. If he had a 4-staff, he would be able to, but if only. Anarchy going to a 4-staff of his own. You see this a lot on Clockwork players. He's going to flare up. He's got Hookshot ready to go. Everyone's sitting right around this Roche pit, but Batrider, who's been called the king of the pit for so many times, and for good reason, with Firefly up, gets so much vision, so much just absolute control over the pit. I'm not sure what you could do, but this might be a trap here. Zephyr runs into this fight. It might be one they can't take with the Orchid up, with the Aghanims up. It might be a tough fight. Sanj is done for the Slark right now. We'll see if he goes SNY or for the Heaven's Halberd. I'm not quite sure. Quo as well as Anarchy.
Flares here.
Ready to fight, ready to go on a moment's notice. FFX as well is just sitting on the backside just saying, okay guys. This is the time where you kind of pep talk each other and just say, ready to fight, we're ready to go. Bambo, though, with that Firefly, he's looking for anything he can get, but they're staying just out of range of his blink radius, and they will back up to the high ground. On the other side, Anarchy's here, ready to hookshot it, also at a moment's notice. He could set up these fights. They're going to go. Hook shot in. On to 2. Cogs are up. This is a horrible fight, but Anarchy is the first to fall, it seems. Bambo will fall. Purge. Frostbite on Quo. Quo's got no mana. Timber chain through. Epi set her up on Sagan. They can't get Quo down, though. Corey looking to try to find somebody. They do pick up Quo in the end. Timbersaw doing a lot of work there. Blitz. He's in Viz right now. He does pop the rune. Will he try to turn this? Corey's here as well. Look at where he is. Can he get anybody? He's looking for FFX. Blake, throw a stick. Aosin missed it. Not that it matters. FFX falls. Aosin, impetus damage too much. Now, Cynical, getting leashed up. Corey wants this damage. There's the Chakra. Whirling Death as well. Triple kill from Blitz. He's been on fire this entire game. Sagan about to fall, it seems. So much damage might come through in a second. Blitz, Chakra's up. Ultra kill for the Timbersaw player. 19-13 and another fight going Zephyr's way. Blitz now has 3,000 gold in the bank. Dollar bill, y'all. And on that, with that fight, I think that's an SNY. It is an SNY now coming out for Corey. You could see the Untouchable being a little effective against that that Enchantress for at least a couple of moments, but they had some trouble early on in the fight as well. I mean, that you can't get a better hookshot initiation than that. Like on to 2. There was just so much damage, though. He dies instantly, and this is even more evidence as why you need to have a Force Staff, and he just doesn't have it yet. Had he had the Force Staff, he Force Staffs himself out, he survives the fight, he throws flares, he battery assaults on heroes that are low and starts running around, but he just couldn't do it in that engagement, so... And it's off! You know, Corey just turns around and just pretty much kills him, almost instantly, with the help of, I'm not sure who else was in there, but it might have been a Timbersaw, and that's another hero you don't want in the cogs. But, they're pinging on Corey right now. Quo's ready to go. He's got that Orchid. He's going to Ball Lightning, pounce. Lincoln Sphere broken. Maybe try to turn this around here. Quo and Sagan. Orchid's going to go, but it's bait. Blink Lasso Quo. A lot of damage. Dark Pack for Corey. What a Dark Pack to get that Orchid off. Sagan now taking damage. Getting pushed back as Aerosmith. He wants to get in the fight. Frostbite on Sagan. TP out. Can he make it? No, he cannot. Double kill for Corey. Purge going to fall to an Aghanim Impetus, but it doesn't matter. 3 down now for the side of 5 and Q. Burrow Strike, not enough mana for Eos. It doesn't matter. Ultra kill for the carry player. Cynical, the last to live. Blitz is in. Chakram trying to TP out. Oh, no, sir. I don't think so. You're not making it out alive. It's a damn slaughter. 5 and Q lose everybody. They're going to march down this bottom lane and take a tier 2 tower on top of it.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So 3,300 gold in the bank for the Slark now. And he's got his pick of the litter for whatever items he may want.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Corey takes another creep wave. Ball Lightning. Orchid's up. Burrow Strike. Epicenter at the Vex. He's about to fall. And will. Hook shot. I'm not sure what it was, but Anarchy, I think, missed it. Quo's here as well. Chakram doing so much damage. Blitz is just so high level in comparison to them. He's got level 3 Chakram now. They can't fight into that. They're all too low. They have to back off. They lose Aosin. They pick up a kill for, I believe, Corey. Yes, they picked up the kill on FFX there, but they're going to back off. Back to Roche. Corey's ready for this right now. 4,000 gold in the bank. Buy 2 point boosters. He'll sell one. He's going to pick up a Scotty not too long from now. Yeah, and he gets the Orb of Venom as well. No TP. It seems he doesn't need it. 4 staff now done for Bambo. For 5 and Q, this is starting to look really, really bad. I mean, they've got a 12,000 gold deficit and a 14,000 experience deficit. Luckily, Sagan is getting some farm, but he's been stuck on that Ogre Club for the longest time now, and it's just not been enough farm. He needed that BKB earlier. That Yasha might have been the big mistake here. But he's going to get jumped on maybe. Corey was thinking about it. Blitz is there. He's got Timber Chain. He's very speedy. He actually has Boots of Travel and a Yule Scepter. So Blitz moves very quickly with 430 move speed right now. Not as fast as some other heroes, but still very speedy. Down bottom, Quo is trying to do the best that he can and split pushing. Might even take this tower if Zephyr want to trade for it. The tier 2 is going to fall because of this, however.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
There it goes.
Thanks for that.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Ultimate Orb 1 is up. Ultimate Orb 2 is about to be up for the Slark here, and suddenly he's got his Scotty in pretty much a moment's notice. So Blank Lasso, Bambo bringing out the Luna. Sagan gets blown up. Does she have buyback? I'm not sure. No, she does not. No, she just used it. She does. She's back in the fight. Big hook shot. Purge falling low. So is Aosin. A big fight going the way of Q. Big dive coming out. 5 and Q turn it around. The last one alive is Corey. He needs to back off. They only took Ko. They only took Quo down. That is it. And Corey cannot win this fight on his own. As much as he would like to try. A huge engagement. Huge cogs coming through. Luna getting in that fight, eclipsing up as well. Man, that's a big turnaround. That is a big turnaround. Luckily, Blitz is back up. His Bloodstone charges allowed him to pretty much respawn almost instantly, but still. 5 and Q, they're not dead yet. 12,000 gold lead, still going the way of Zephyr, but that can be accounted for. 12,000 experience lead as well. One big fight, they need a couple more of those to really get back in this one, and that should be not necessarily... Wow, that didn't really give much to say. Oh yeah, he had to buy back. I was like, what? Where's the gold that you got from that fight? But that makes sense, so. They're picking on Roche right now. They want to try to fight into this. Mask of Madness now. Up for the Enchantress. Firefly up on the high ground from Sexy Bambo. Blink 4 staff ready to go whenever necessary. Quo's here as well with his ball lightning. Maybe looking to try to contest this. Maybe trying to make a big play. I don't know if he knows. I mean, he should have an understanding that they're probably at Roche right now. And it seems he doesn't want to try to go for that crazy steal that we've seen so many times. You think about MSS and what he did in that EG game. It's not going to happen this time around. They take the Aegis for Corey. Now they're ready to push up. They've got another tier of items here. You look at what they've got. 4 staffs, blink daggers across the board. Almost an Aghanim for Aosin. Blitz getting closer to Shiva's guard. Scotty's done for Corey now. It wasn't in that last fight. Bottom, that's where Quo is. He's got to get back home. He has a TP, but he's not using it just yet. And Corey working on this tier 3 tower. No fortification. He's just letting it go for free. He needs to leave now. He needs to defend the base. He's not TPing up there. Blank Blast, so Sagan getting caught out again. BKB not going to be used this time around. No buyback for him. Epicenter not going. Aosin hasn't used it yet. Aosin getting pulled. Quo doing work. Double kill for Cynical. On the back lines, hitting everybody with impetus. Now, Anarchy gonna fall as well. Quo's back in the fight. Buybacks everywhere. Can they get to the engagement? Quo backing away. Corey doing work. Dark Pack going. Pounce. Triple kill for Corey. This might be it. No buyback for the Storm Spirit. No buyback for the Luna. FFX goes down. Ultra kill for Corey. He is carrying so hard. Cynical gets leashed up. GG, good night, Cynical. Rampage for the Slark player. Goodness gracious me. He ran the Aegis at the end to top it all off. GG is called. Well played from Zephyr. They take the series 3-0 in convincing fashion. It was close in that second game for a bit, but they proved they just outplayed 5 and Q. 5 and Q, a great team, a great tournament. Unfortunately, they will be heading out of here in the NSL Season 3. That was the lower bracket final. So, that's it. Zephyr moves on. They're going to face the EOT Hammer in the grand finals, I believe. Pretty sure about that. Don't quote me on it, though. But, what a series, guys. What a series. It's been a lot of fun casting for you. It's been a heck of a lot of fun watching these games. And, you know, it's always nice just to see good Dota. So, thanks for sticking around, everybody. My name is Mont. Any comments, any criticisms, you can follow me at twitter.com/MontDota2. Send them there, or just post it in chat. I really appreciate you guys sticking around. You guys have thrown out a lot of nice words in chat regarding my casting, so I really appreciate that. I look to be doing some more casting in the future. I also host a weekly talk show called Much Ado About Dota. That's on Neo Dota, and the hosts are myself, Liquid Bulba, Speed Gaming's AUI 2000, Monolith, and we also have an extra guest depending on the week. Last week we had Toby in with us, so if you guys want to check that out, you can head over to Neo Dota. You can watch a couple of VODs at youtube.com/NeoDota2. But for now, that's going to be it for me. I'll put on some music, and I'll leave you all to have a good night. So, see you, everybody.